fantastic back-to-back showings. Celine and Beretta.
We are currently packing for Wyoming. I am very excited, yet very nervous. There are clothes literally everywhere, but let's pack. I have a couple friends that are already there, and they said the weather is like in the 70s or so, so I'm packing some sweats. I really don't know what I'm gonna wear for trial day yet, but I'm thinking an athletic jacket of some sort, shorts, and then I also have like, I don't know, these jackets are really cute. They have like rhinestones on them. Yeah, not really sure what I'm gonna wear yet, but I'm just gonna overpack. Excuse the mess, there's literally shit and clothes everywhere. I also packed like jean shorts because I think my sister wants to go to a rodeo, and like sweats. I literally just live in sweats, so mainly just gonna pack sweats, I guess. Trico! Oh, okay. Oh. Okay, I also have to pack some random stuff. Beretta's first saver, which I wanted to match with her, so we're gonna match with silver. My camera, of course, and then also our scorebook, which we need. I almost forgot this, not gonna lie. Okay, let's go. This is the airport fit, by the way. I don't know how people look cute at the airport. I just sleep on the plane anyways, so. Big t-shirt, no bra.
No.
What? I got pants. As a man should. We are in
Cody, Wyoming.
This airport is so small, but it's really cute.
A new map unlocked for me. Because you guys live in Montana, right?
Yeah,
I've never seen anything like this before. Look at that giant mountain. It looks kind of crazy.
When you're from LA and you never leave. We have checked in to the Airbnb. Wow, this is huge. What the hell? This is nice. We are now going to train at our friend's Airbnb, and look at this spot.
This is a nice ass view, bro.
This is crazy.
Never mind, we in the boonies.
This is in the vlog.
This is literally in the vlog. Chicken is amazed.
No, but honestly, this whole drive is
So it hasn't been really cool. Hello. Good morning, everyone. It is literally, I think it's like 6 a.m. right now. I'm really tired. I'm not a morning person. I normally wake up at like 9, but there is an hour change out here, so I think we're an hour ahead, so I'm extra tired. But we're gonna go out to the field. We have to check in for registration, and then we also, what else do we have to do? We have to check in, and then I have to see what spot I'm in, and I think it starts exactly at 8 a.m. So yeah, super early. That's the only thing that I don't like about this sport, is how early registration and check-in is and how early everything starts. But I mean, I get it. It gets really hot, so they try to do everything in the morning. That's what I'm assuming. But this is the fit. I'm just wearing a jacket and then tights and then t-shirt or tank top. I don't even know what the weather's gonna be like. It says it's gonna be 80, but I think right now it's like in the 50s. So I brought shorts just in case. So yeah. This is what I'm wearing. Okay, so this here is the obedience portion for Beretta day 1, and we are doing a muzzle heel around the figure 8 cones. I put on the muzzle personally before we go around the cones, or before we even step on the field. I put the muzzle on Beretta. There is a downstay here, and you have to then pick up your dog. The steward will actually tell you everything you need to do with your dog here. When it even comes to returning to your dog, they'll tell you what to do, taking off the muzzle. So everything, you pretty much just listen to the steward. Okay, so in the ones, there is a bunch of field trash in the obedience, and there's also a seated decoy, which you can see here. We're going fast pace, and then there's a slow pace, and then you do normal pace, which I always really struggle with here, and you'll see later during the critique kind of what happened. There's an about turn, and then we do the, what are we doing now? The off-leash portion. So the decoy in the chair will end up moving from one chair to another. I kept her in a focus, was it like a focus heel the whole entire time, so she didn't have to see the decoy move. There's a down. She was a little bit slow on that one, and then a down in front of the decoy. decoy, and now the decoy is actually going to lasso that giant cow there, and your dog is pretty much supposed to not move. In every scenario or in every trial, it's a little bit different. Of course, he freaking lassos the cow. For everyone else's one's routine, the cow, he was not able to lasso, but of course for Beretta, he was able to lasso. Anyways, there was a downstay. We're talking about critiques now, but there was a downstay and she broke the downstay, so I didn't include that in here, but she did not. There's a 2-minute long downstay and she did not complete that.
All right, next up is Celine and Beretta. We have the figure 8 with the muzzle on, and very nice. You know, we just had like a little bump initially in the beginning, 4.5 out of 5. The halt was perfect. The down, we give a little extra command before we go to walk away. 2 out of 3, and the reset was good, 10.5 out of 12. We get to the on-leash healing, and this healing is beautiful. The dog was in great position the whole entire time. One time maybe got a little behind, 19.5 out of 20. Your right turn just a little wide, 1.5 out of 2. Fast pace was good. Slow pace, just pick up your speed just a little bit. The butt kind of kept hitting the ground there. 1 out of 2, and the rest was all full points. 2 out of 2 on your normal. The about turn over there, that was perfect. That was a perfect about turn. The gunfire was good, and your left turn was good, 33 out of 35. We get to the off-leash healing, and same thing. Another beautiful healing routine, a little out of position, just a little wide at one point, 19 out of 20. Stay in motion 1, it was all good. We had a little handler help, I think it was your hand. 2 out of 3. Stay in motion 2, could have been a little faster. The return to heel coming back up here, that was perfect. Dogs goes right up, perfect attention, right in position. Your about turn was a little wide. Your stay in motion 3 in front of the decoy could have been a little faster there. The distractions were good. Recall could have been a little faster, and your finish was perfect. The dog breaks the long down, and you still get an 86 out of 100. Very nice job.
Nice.
All right, finished our obedience.
Passed. High
Of
score.
course we passed. Had to pass. She's really good at OB. The only thing that got me fucked the fuck up is she didn't hold her 2-minute long down for whatever fucking reason. That was like the least thing that I was worried about.
We're gonna have to buy a new dog.
She got an 86, which was the highest on the board, which was really nice and cool. But she would have had a 91 if she didn't break her long down. But whatever. On to protection. And right now we're getting tacos. Taco time. Potty breaking Beretta, but she doesn't want to pee. Oh, good girl. Wow. That was like on cue. That's a long ass pee, Beretta. Good girl. Wow. Go pee pee. There she go pee pee. Wow. Can you go poo poo? She's like one thing at a time, bitch. Oh my god, that's funny. There you go, yeah.
Yeah, boy, good fight, kid. Good fight, bro. Good fight, bro. Nice.
Nice.
That was so hard.
Nice. Okay, we have now moved on to the protection phase of the whole routine. It starts off with a carjacking, and instead of a loud kind of shaky thing, it is a gun in the one scenario, unlike the PDC. So there's also a hidden sleeve. We pretty much, Beretta's always been really good with carjackings, especially, it doesn't even matter what object the decoy is holding. We've never really had an issue with that, and this is another one of the scenarios. It is the bag toss. So the decoy will throw an object at the dog, and it's supposed to kind of get them out of line. This is the surprise scenario, and Beretta bit horribly on this one, but I think she was really surprised about the giant bucket. And all of the PSA scenarios in protection, there's always a surprise scenario. This was the one that I actually wanted, but she didn't bite too great in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, it's still passing, but her grip was just not as great as I thought it was going to be.
Nice. Babe, smile for YouTube.
All right, final competitor in the level 1 is Celine and Beretta. We have the carjack scenario here. The healing is nice. Your dog's head keeps going from one side, like, I'm gonna eat the food, I'm gonna eat the food, I'm gonna eat the food, you know, so 4 to 5 in your healing. The silver response is good, the defense is good, the gunfire was good. Grip was good, 8.5 out of 10. The release was good, and your attention post release was nice. 44.5 out of 50, which is passing with distinction. We get to the handler attack from the hiding. The healing, same type deal. You know, the dog's head just kind of bouncing back and forth. Great position, things like that. 8.5 out of 10. The defense is 5 out of 5. Your drive was good. The grip could have been a little fuller there. The release was good, and your guard was perfect. 44.5 out of 50, which is passing with distinction. We get to our courage test with distraction. The send was good. Really no issues with the distraction there. there. The strike, beautiful, 10 out of 10. Your dog just smashed them. The grip could have been a little fuller. The drive was good. The release was good. And the return could have been a little faster coming back. 61.5 out of 70, which is passing with distinction. And then we have the attack on motorist. So healing, very nice. Same thing. The dog's head just kind of bounces back and forth. The stay was good, 10 out of 10. Defensive handler was good. We could have seen a little faster going in. Tried to bite one of the balls in the air too. The grip could have been a little fuller there. The out was good, and your return was good. Just could have been faster coming back to you. 44 out of 50 with his passing with distinction. Passing all 4 bite scenarios and obedience. Celine and Beretta on the first leg of the PSA 1.
Let's go. All right, all right, all right.
Oh wow, thank you. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, how old is she?
13 weeks.
I wish we can have these in California. Oh yummy, oh stop. All right, just finished protection about an hour ago.
I've
Very
got high
nerve-wracking.
distinction from
It wasn't
myself.
high distinction.
What was
it?
it?
It was just distinction.
How many people got distinction?
I don't know.
Exactly.
We did very well. I was very impressed with Beretta. There was a couple bites where I wasn't super happy with, but it is what it is. Can we get some food? We left the trial because
There's ice cream though.
let's just get the food down here. There's food down here. Way back when photography. Oh my God, babe, we can look like we're way back when.
Oh, you did wine photos.
Oh my God. Wait, what the heck? Look how cute. Wanted photos. That's actually kind of cute. All right, can we go eat? I'm so hungry. Anyways, we are gonna go eat right now. I'm down for pizza because we are downtown. And did I already say that? Huh? Okay, let's go. It's very hot. But yes, we did good and we passed.
I passed.
We are downtown.
And I bought a book.
Very cute.
It is called
Josh bought a book.
The Witcher.
The Witcher.
Let you know how it is after Beretta rips it up.
It's probably gonna be a good book. We are at the soda shop. They gave us a shot of root beer. Fire. Can't go wrong with root beer. That looks so gross. Boil, trouble. All right, so for obedience on day 2, it's pretty much the same thing as day 1. The only thing they do change a little bit is the field trash, I believe. So some things in the layout on the field might be different, but the whole routine pretty much stays the same. The decoy in the chair is different. So you have the muzzle healing, you're gonna leave your dog, turn and face your dog, turn around, pick up your dog, all that good stuff. Pretty much the same. The decoy, however, is different. So I believe it is Kelsey this time. So she's a girl decoy instead of a boy decoy. And yeah, pretty much the same thing. Lots of healing. Beretta's heel was definitely worse, in my opinion, on day 2 because she was a little bit geeked out from day 1. However, there was really not that big of a difference. There's the downstay. So instead of a lasso cow like yesterday, there are giant water bottles. And then she also moves a little bit in this part when Kelsey puts the little flirt pole in front of her. Okay, so on day 2, her downstay was actually amazing. She actually stayed for the 2 minutes. I honestly don't even know why she moved on day 1. That was definitely not in my bingo card, and I thought she was going to pass that one for sure. And here I accidentally sat her before the steward told me to, so they thought that she did an auto sit, but that was actually me telling her. Anyways, thank the Lord. Oh my God, I'm sweating.
All right, final competitor in the level 1 is Celine and Beretta. We have the figure 8 of cones with the muzzle on. Just a little bump in the very beginning, 4.5 out of 5. The halt was good. Your down in motion could have been a little faster, and your resit was good, 11 out of 12. We get to the on-leash healing. Very, very nice healing. You know, we just have a little of just her just kind of dipping at your left hand a little bit. Besides that, 19 out of 20. Your right turn just a little wide there. The fast pace was perfect. You really didn't have a ton of change between your slow and your normal. So I had to zero the normal, but I'm sorry, I had to zero the slow. But normal, about turn, gunfire, left turn, all perfect. 31 and 31.5 out of 35. We get to the off-leash healing, and healing is again very, very nice. Just a little bit more dipping to that hand, a little bit more kind of as the duration went on, kind of looking for a reward. 18.5 out of 20. Your stay in motion 1 and 2 just could have been a little faster, 2 out of 3. For your return to heel and your about turn, those were both perfect. You know, that dog came into a perfect position, and that was a very nice about turn. Dog flows right with you. Stay in motion front of the decoy could have been a little faster, and then we had like a little creep forward on the second distraction, 2 out of 3 on both of those. Recall coming back could have been a little faster. Your finish was good. We give a little extra command in our lawn down, and then we kind of anticipate the dog jumping up into a sit there, 3.5 out of 5. 87 out of 100. See you in Bitework.
Nice.
Finished.
Day 2.
Day 2.
Boy, that finished.
Finished
Halfway finished.
obedience. Got 1 point better than yesterday, which is consistent, and I'm happy about that. It's kind of my fault though that I fucked up, but whatever.
Definitely her fault.
Shit happens. See you in protection. All right, so same thing as day one protection. We also start off with the carjacking here. This scenario, she actually got high distinction on because Steve really liked the way she outed. So she outed with the sleeve right under her chin. So he really liked that. This is the one where the decoy comes out of the blind. So we have Kevin coming out of the blind with 2 can curtains, and you're pretty much heeling with your dog, and then you send your dog straight. And then she's supposed to go into a guard, and then you pick up the leash and then heel away with your dog. This part's always a little bit nervous for me because I'm not saying she would like rebite or anything, but I always get nervous having her guard so close to the decoy. And this one here is the bag toss with Austin, and she absolutely killed that one. We love Austin. He is a great decoy. And this one is a return to you from the decoy. So instead of an out and guard, we're gonna call her back to me. For the surprise scenario, we got the jump. It's either a jump or a tunnel. So Kelsey is sitting on the other side. She's out of view here. So she's actually sitting on the right hand side. She's jumping from her chair. Your dog's supposed to stay in the down or whatever position. You call her over the jump, and then there's a passive decoy here, and she's supposed to bite the tricep. However, she did bite a little bit low, which I think cost us some points. And then they're gonna drive her, and then it was supposed to be an out and return to me, but she accidentally did an out and guard, which, I mean, her brain's gone at this point. It was the last scenario. So of course she decided to do an out and guard instead of out and return.
Before we get into this, showing on back-to-back days is not easy. And if anybody has done it before, you can understand the dog, you know, tends to be looser, a little more tired from the day before. I honestly didn't see a huge difference between yesterday and today with this dog. So very good training, staying consistent, very nice job. All right, let's get into the carjack scenario here. So we have healing. This healing throughout the whole routine, pretty much full points, except for that little head dipping out, but 4.5 out of 5 in your healing. The civil response is great. Defense is great, gunfire is great. Grip could have been a little fuller on that one. That, I don't know if you guys could all see how the dog outed on this one. If it was a hair faster, you would have gotten full points. You got 9.5 out of 10. But the out that, at least I really enjoy, and I think the majority of judges, is when the sleeve is here and the dog outs and then puts their head over the sleeve. And that's exactly what this dog did. And that's, in my opinion here, that is the absolute perfect picture when it comes to an out. That was great. Attention post release is good. 45.5 out of 50 with his highest distinction. We get to the handler attack from the hiding. Same thing. Healing very good. Just the head kind of dips out to the outside, anticipating a potential reward out here. 9 out of 10. The defense was good. 4 out of 5. Your drive was great. 5 out of 5. The grip 8.5 out of 10. Release 9 out of 10. And your guard 8 out of 10. The guard is very nice. Just kind of did the spin around and went back. 43.5 out of 50 with his passing with distinction. We get to the courage test with distraction. The send is very nice. No issues with distraction. Good strike. Good grip. Good drive. And release and a turn is good. 62 out of 70 with his passing with distinction. We get to the surprise scenario here. And this is great. 4.5 out of 5 in the healing. Stay 5 out of 5. Recall 4 out of 5. Obstacle 5 out of 5. The send was 9 out of 10. The dog kind of bites a little bit lower here, which is to be expected at times with that type of a grip. 7.5, I'm sorry, that type of a bite. 7.5 out of 10. Release 4 out of 5, and your return was 3.5 out of 5. And that's because, again, the dog just went back into a guard for a second and took an additional recall. 42.5 out of 50 with his passing with distinction. Passing all 4 bite scenarios and obedience. Celine and Beretta earned their PSA 1 today.
Let's go.
Earning their PSA level 1 with 2 fantastic back-to-back showings. Celine and Beretta. Great job. Thank you.
Yay. Look at the camera and wave.
And earning high obedience for the weekend is Celine and Beretta. Also earning high protection for the weekend, Celine and Beretta. We are going to start with the Janet, Dooley, Edwards, and Zuko Award. So this was Janet's first dog to achieve a PSA 3. She has a PSA 3 with Zuko as well as her dog Danny. This is her first one to do it. This is the High Honor Train, and that's going to go to Celine and Beretta. And this is the Joe Parks and Moses Award High Honor Trained Club. Moses was the first German Shepherd to ever achieve a PSA 3. And back then it was just fully filled with mouths and Dutchies and all this stuff. I've been able to compete against Joe with this dog with my last Dutchie in the 3s way back in the day. And I was there when he had closed this out. So Joe's a good friend of mine, so this one means a lot to pretty much everybody in PSA. And it's the High Honor Trained Club. So this one pretty much represents all the hard work that we put in as a group to get these. And who is your club?
Elevated.
Elevated Bike Club. And you are out of California. Elevated Bike Club out of California. All right. And this one here is the Jerry Bradshaw and Raptor Award. Iron Trial, Celine and Beretta.
Hey.
1, 2, 3.
Colorado Cowboy. He trains all his horses from scratch.
I love how they have playboy party.
Hello everyone, we are finally home from our trip from Wyoming, or to Wyoming. Beretta came back a couple days after me. I had to fly home the following day actually, since I had some work to do, and Beretta was able to drive back home with Julie. Shout out to Anna for driving her there. She actually drove Beretta a week out early for me, and then Julie for driving her home. Really appreciate you guys. Wouldn't have been able to trial without them taking her, so I really appreciate that. Anyways, just wanted to go over, I kind of have like all the plaques here. We actually came home with 7 different awards, which is actually insane. So I actually have them all here. I was not expecting, I wish I did a little bit more like vlogging while I was there, just like talking to the camera and stuff, but honestly, I was so nervous. That was the last thing on my mind to do, was to vlog and pull out my camera, and I wish I was able to give more of an in-depth summary every single time I stepped out on the trial field, but honestly, there's so many things going on that my brain was not in film mode, so I really apologize for the lack of content. However, my husband did film pretty much our whole routine, so you guys are able to watch it, and I hope you guys kind of learned something from my trial experience. This was my first trial experience, so my goodness, I was so nervous. Beretta was more than ready, but it was mainly me and my nerves going off. So my apologies for the lack of, I guess, talking to the camera, talking to you guys, kind of walking you through everything, but yeah, it was really hard to film, especially during a trial. But now that I'm finally home, I feel like I can finally do a little recap of everything and kind of walk through everything that we took home, which is insane. I went into trial not expecting to clean house, which is actually, it's crazy. I just walked into trial expecting to pass, and I think I just wanted to pass with both legs. So in the sport of PSA, you do have to complete 2 legs of each level in order to receive that title. So for the ones, that's why I went on Friday, or not Friday, that's why I went on Saturday, and I also went on Sunday. So I went 2 days back to back. Usually when it comes to trialing, it's really hard. It's hard to do 2 days back to back, and in the level ones is the only really time you're able to close out your title in a weekend, because once you get to the higher levels, you have to complete the legs under different judges. So you're unable to, like, we're gonna go into our level 2s next. So I'm unable to complete a level 2 title under the same judge in the same trial. So I would have to do 1 legs of my 2s in one trial, and then the next trial I would have to do it again. So with that being said, I guess let's just go over everything that Beretta took home, which is crazy. So this one here was the High Owner Trained Award. So I did train Beretta pretty much, I mean, with the help of my club. None of this would be possible without the help of our unofficial club. So shout out, you guys know who you are. Shout out, I made a long Instagram post shouting everyone out. So if you guys want to see who helped train Beretta leading up to trial, it's all in that post. I'll link it down below or something. But as of for now, this one's a High Owner Trained Award. I think a lot of people always assume that I didn't train Beretta myself, because I do train with like Oscar, Shane, just like Chris too, like really high level trainers. So people just think that they like took my dog or something and trained her. No, a lot of the work, especially for trial stuff, is done at home, especially in the sport of PSA. There's only so far a trainer can really take you. A lot of it, unless they take your dog and you just do a full boarding or something for like a year, a lot of it is stuff at home. So High Owner Trained, that was this award. She also got a high end trial. So the trial was on for there was 3 days, but PDCs don't count, so it was on for 2 days. She got the highest score, so that's why she got the High in Trial award. And then this one is a high owner trained club. So this one kind of goes out and like shouts out the club that I was training with, and shout out to Elevated Bike Club. This is for them. And then we also got 2 of these. This one's high obedience. So she also got the highest obedience score in trial, and she also got the highest protection score in trial. And then, man, this is, oh, shout out to Toma and Meg too for driving all of the hardware back home for me, because it just didn't fit in my luggage. Like I said, I wasn't expecting to come home with so much stuff, and it's very heavy too. And then we also get a PSA level 1 certificate of a comp, like, because she, you know, completed her legs of her ones. So this is for her. And since we did 2 legs back to back, we came home with 2 first place medals in level 1 first place medals. So she came home with these 2 as well. Not only that, what else do we have here? We also have her scorebook, and when you get your legs, it is signed and dated and everything with the score that you received. So she got a, let's see, oh yeah, you also get like honors earned right here. So she got with distinction on both days, which is insane. Wasn't expecting that. Actually, I mean, with the level of training, I was expecting at least better than average or normal, but I wasn't expecting the rest of the stuff. And then her scores are here, and then it's signed by the judge and all that stuff. So it's all official in the record book. And yeah, that was pretty much our really crazy trial weekend. I have never traveled for a trial before. I mean, I take that back. I've never gotten on a plane to travel for a trial before. We went to Arizona. That's where she got her PDC. I also took Draco for that one as well. It was a great experience. I do want to do a more maybe in-depth video about my experience. If you guys are interested in that, oh my gosh, I got bangs and I don't know how to style them. Yeah, so I do want to do another video maybe talking more about the trial. So if you guys are interested in that, please let me know. I know this was more of like a vlog style. I didn't really get to go into trial nerves, shedding equipment, because literally I was so nervous. I didn't have time to do any of that. So if you guys want to see a video like that, please let me know down in the comments. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all the love and support. Honestly, we wouldn't have gotten anywhere. I'm like sitting here with all of our stuff. It's actually insane. I wouldn't have gone anywhere in the sport without the people we train with. So shout out to them. And I wanted to also say thank you so much to everyone who supported us, for all the congratulations. I really appreciate it. We worked really, really hard for this. Beretta's too. This was like years in the making. So it took a long time for us to get here, but I really appreciate all of the congratulation messages. I read every single one. So if I don't reply, I'm so sorry, but your love does not go unnoticed. So thank you guys so much. And I'll see you guys on the next video. And let me know if you guys want a more in-depth kind of like Q&A video. You guys can ask me questions and I can answer them, and we can go talk more about trialing. This is my first time trialing in any sport ever, in like any bite sport stuff. Well, except for the PDC, but I feel like that was a very straightforward thing. But this was a full-on trial. So I do want to go more in depth about it. So if you guys have any more questions about it, let me know. And if you guys want to see a video of me talking about it more, also let me know. But as always, I'll see you guys on the next video, and thank you guys for watching. Bye.